Well, now on to the next one. It has been a wild and woolly start to things. We had a number of teams in our area go undefeated, 3 in this side of the area. You've got Brunswick and Georgia, of course. Trinity Christian, 2-time defending state champs. Bartram Trail also 10-0 in the regular season. They appear to be well positioned to make a deep run in the playoffs, perhaps even to win the school's first football state championship. Tonight they hosted Flagler Palm Coast, who came in with a record of 4-6, but 3 of those losses were forfeits for playing ineligible players. Made the Bulldogs a very tough out as an 8 seed. To Bartram we go. The undefeated Bears hosting FPC. We started early in the first. Flagler Palm Coast deep in Bears territory when quarterback DJ Murray keeps it himself around the left end and in. Touchdown, it's 7-0. Bartram would get down 14-0 in this one, but they would fight back. Riley Trujillo with a pitch here to Lathan Biddle, and he fights his way through a gang of tacklers and takes it for a big gain. Oh, does he run physically inside the 20-yard line. That would lead to a field goal, cutting the lead to 14-3. Later in the second quarter, it's Lathan Biddle doing it again. Watch him cut through the hole and then just plow through defenders 20 yards there down to the 15-yard line. On the very next play, they want to give it to Biddle again. And the Bartram workhorse gets it done around the edge and in for the touchdown. Bartram would wake up from an early deficit and go on to win it 50-20. Once upon a time, one of the annual traditions in Jacksonville was the high school football game over Thanksgiving weekend between 2 of the first high schools in the area, Jackson and Lee, now Riverside. They would play at the Gator Bowl in a game that was as much a social gathering as a football game. Tonight, the 2 schools matched up again. It was the second meeting this season. Jackson won last month in a 6-2 slugfest, where the defenses lead the way again. To Main Street we go. Tigers and Generals taking their rivalry into the playoffs. Second quarter, 7-0 Generals. Tigers marching downfield, but the Generals defense gets the stop. Lavelle Vereen with the interception, and he is going the other way. It's a pick 6. And it's a 14-0 Riverside lead. Third quarter now, 14-zip Riverside. Fred Gaines and the Wildcat. He breaks loose for the touchdown. They get a 14-7 Generals lead. First score of the game for Jackson. Fourth quarter now. Gaines again at running back. And he's able to cut his way through the Riverside defense. And there he goes. Off to the races for the touchdown after a 2-point try failed. It's 14-13 Generals. Fourth quarter now. Generals offense looking to close the game on fourth down. Devin Herring dodging pressure in the backfield. Tayshawn Gelsey. Oh, look at that play. Makes the catch, runs through contact, and he's still going into the end zone. Touchdown. Riverside wins it 20-13, ending the Tigers season. The 2M bracket is loaded with local teams. Jackson Riverside, Riverside now will face the winner of Rains and Ed White. We could have an all Jacksonville area regional final coming up down the line. We'll have more on that in a moment. Rains came into tonight's matchup with just 2 losses on the schedule. One to Trinity Christian, the other to Jackson. A strong resume to be sure. White also lost only twice, falling to Trinity and another district champ, Fletcher. 2 battle-tested teams meeting on the west side. To White we go. Ed White hosting this Gateway Conference clash. First play of the game and some trickery. The pitch to Tavalis Thomas, who airs it out and finds Isaiah Washington. The halfback pass hits pay dirt, 69 yards to put the Commanders up 8-0 after the 2-point conversion. Range right back at it. Roman Doles. It's Terrell Shepard over the middle. He's down inside the 10-yard line, and that would set up this. Mark Miller around the left side for a 4-yard touchdown. Boy, Rains a different offense when Miller's in there running the football. Rains within 8-6. Next Rains drive, how about this play? Doles to Shepard. He hands it and rolls into the end zone. What a catch there. Vikings up 12-8. Commanders coming right back. Devon Patterson takes the direct snap. You're not going to stop him. He's in for a 6-yard touchdown. And then on the next play, they'll try for 2, and Patterson goes for the 2-point conversion. White's up 16-12 early second, but the Vikings march back and beat the Commanders for the 10th straight season. Rains wins it 34-22. In the bottom of the same half of that 2M bracket, Bulls and Episcopal are matched up. The winner could wind up facing Bishop Kenny in the next round. The Crusaders face Bishop Moore tomorrow. It's as much of a true regional bracket as you'll find. Bulls and Episcopal face one another in a rematch game won by the Bulldogs 5 weeks ago. Will we see the same result? Down San Jose Boulevard we go. And Marcus Wells and the Eagles visiting the Bulldogs looking for the upset. Mid-first quarter, Bulldogs start rolling. Ty Neal, the handoff, barely avoids the ref. And stretches, he's in for the touchdown, 21 yards, Bulls up 7-zip. Episcopal tries to respond, but the ball pops out of Christian Davis's arms right into the hands of Jacob Campman. And the Bulldogs are back in business. Start of the second quarter, now 3rd and 8. DJ Moore decides to keep it. It was a good call. Moore gets to the edge and turns the corner for the touchdown. 26 yards on the run. It's 14-zip Bulls. More Bulldogs. Kayvon Miller with a direct snap, runs it in from the 2, no problem there. 21-0 Bulls. Under a minute before halftime, and Episcopal trying to do something. After the celebration, Nate Blair can't avoid the rush, loses the ball, and Garrison Butler recovers. Big game by Butler tonight. And that would set up another short field, and the Bulldogs would take advantage. Again, Miller on the direct snap, runs it in. Bulldogs up 28-zip at halftime. They go on to the victory. 38-6. Bulls advances to the next round. Coming up, we check in on Bradford. The Tornadoes allowed only 3 points per game during the regular season. Could the D continue to dominate in the playoffs? Stick around. There's more Football Friday straight ahead.
Baker County, we love our Wildcats, and we love Football Friday on 4.
Football Friday on 4, presented by the law firm of Farah & Farah.